Ooh. Hey, everybody. This is I am Stacey Thomas, Unrestricted Unlimited. We are late. Look at my guess. Guess why we're late? I blame it on the Gemini in me. How about that? So, why do we say unrestricted unlimited? Because you can't put me or my guests in a box. And I always say because we have yet to see what God will have for us. This show, we don't judge people. We are in no position to judge. I've got two awesome guests here today that I'm anxious to introduce you to. We have Silk and we have 12 Play. I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves to the guests. And the reason I do that is not because I'm unprofessional, but I can't put that whatever it is about you on the words that confidence that you have when you tell people who you are. So, who wants to go first?
It don't even matter, it's your all-time favorite entertainer still, the one and only. Saying it up to all you sexy ladies out there. Thanks for tuning in. We do what we can to make sure to put a smile on y'all's face every day. So it's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Okay.
Well, it's your boy 12 Play, straight out of the 504. Right now, living in the ATL. For anyone that want to know, the reason why they call me 12 Play, because my foreplay is 3 times better than your average. Don't like to brag, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, fam.
And say that one more time for me. What exactly is it?
My foreplay is 3 times better than your average. If you put your numbers together, that equals me.
That's what you say, 12 Play.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show, guys. I appreciate your patience, and I'm thankful that you guys decided to join me on my platform, okay?
That's what's up. Oh, I
No
love
doubt.
it. Appreciate
Anytime.
the opportunity.
No
Same
problem.
here.
So I know there are some women out there. Everybody's not going to say they're curious. Everybody isn't going to walk up to you and ask questions. Some people want to watch you from a distance, and we're going to give them the opportunity to, those that want to hide in the house, we're going to tell them tonight how they can actually enjoy your entertainment from the privacy of their homes, okay? So
No doubt.
if Stacey forgets something, I'm going to need you guys to bring it up. So let's start with just getting to know the topic of the show. First of all, is yes, life as an erotic entertainer during the COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
But with me, I want to know a little bit about you, okay? And you guys, we already discussed. You just chime in when you're ready. Silk and 12 Play.
Yes.
I want to know where the names come from.
You want to go first?
Like,
Yeah, I can go first.
Right.
okay,
As far as when I first got started, as you're trying to find yourself or trying to build yourself in this industry, usually your peers will give you your name. So my name didn't first start off as Silk. It started off with KO at first because I was coming from a boxing background, and then I moved to Tyson. And then eventually, once you learn yourself and get to know yourself, figure out what kind of entertainer you are, then you come up with your own name to kind of describe yourself. So as far as the reason why I came up with Silk is obviously it's one of the best fabrics to have on your body, especially when it comes to women's lingerie. So that's where you want me at all points and times. But the other reason is silk as a material, when you put it on anything, it enhances the look, the feel, everything on it. So me, if you have me in your show, you have me around you, I'm going to always enhance the experience. So that's mainly the reason why, my name is Silk.
okay.
That's dope. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I'm 12 Play is a simple story. It happened. I was about a month and a half into performing. I'm not going to tell you my original name because I don't like it. So keeping it simple, I don't like it. So what happened is that I was on Bourbon Street. I was performing at Cajun Dells on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, Louisiana. That's where I'm originally from. And I gave this lady from DC a lap dance. And during the lap dance, she orgasmed on herself 3 times.
Oh, shit.
I didn't believe her.
Look at me.
Because at that time, I didn't know women can orgasm while they clothes on. I thought penetration was supposed to be involved.
Okay.
So she went to the bathroom, gave me her underwear. Her underwear was sloppy wet. It was soppy wet. And during that time period, I was like, oh my gosh, she actually did. And she said, you know what, you should call yourself 12 play because you made me come 3 times doing foreplay.
Wow.
And like, you know what? I kept that name. I ride that name out from that point on.
Hey,
No
well,
doubt.
I
That's
guess
tight.
I guess you've learned just from that, it doesn't take we don't have to be physical. Women don't have to be physical. This is a whole new area, different area, but mental stimulation, especially when a woman gets to an age where she knows her body, right?
Right.
She's more open to what's going on in her mind.
True.
So you could sit there 12 playing, but it's probably happened a few times. Come.
No doubt. No doubt.
And I guess, and if what I did not say is this is obviously an adult conversation. So those of you who are tuning in, please ask your children to leave the room.
That part.
So I like how
Definitely.
you guys are so creative.
Mm-hmm.
How old were you when you started this?
I was 3 weeks before 21.
Okay.
I was right around 24.
What prompted you to enter into this career?
I'll let you go first.
Okay. Primarily, I was in college, and I couldn't get a real job because if I got a real job and I got hurt, I was on basketball scholarship in Concordia College in Selma, Alabama. And that summer, almost time for me to go to school, I was at another gymnasium taking a shower because I just finished working out, playing basketball, and things of that nature. And the lady that came to my presence, her name was Snow. Rest in peace, Snow. She actually passed away during Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah.
But she came in the wrong shower, and doing that, she said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I must be I'm trying to get to the women's shower." I said, "That's okay." And during that time we was in the shower, we had a full conversation. I'm in the shower having a full conversation. She's dressed, and time went by. I didn't think nothing of it. She said, "You're not uncomfortable?" I said, "No, I'm good. I'm perfectly fine. I'm used to being naked. That's what I wouldn't have it any other way." She said, "You ever thought about becoming a dancer?" I said, "I can't dance to save my life." You know. She said, "That's okay. You got a nice little body. I'm pretty sure you can come and make some money. If you don't like it, just try it. If not, you can go home. No harm done." I said, "Cool." So the first day, this how long ago this was. Okay. Now on my tryout day, I had on my basketball practice shorts.
Okay.
I had on some Eastland boots. Eastland. People probably don't even remember what Eastland was,
Okay.
but Eastland boots. And I had to go buy a thong. It was a leopard print thong. I remember it to this day, and I could not fit it because I had too much. For lack
Too
of
much.
a better.
Excuse me, for just to be clear for all the viewers, when you say too much, were you born with a healthy behind or healthy front?
I got a bit of both.
Okay,
I got a
go
bit of
ahead.
both. I got a bit of both. You know, I'm half Jamaican, so I got a bit of both.
Okay.
So
Okay.
So and then the first night, so not knowing how to dance, I didn't realize I was a aesthetic favorite of the people that was there. I made $40 the first night. I think it was 140. It was either 140 or 120 the second night, and then the third night I made 200. Now bringing that money back to college, I was like, okay, I could do this. Especially when Pell Grants and work study only could take care of so much for you.
Okay.
So I used to go down every 2 weeks out of having fun, and over time I started learning how to perform. But to be honest with you, I didn't learn how to actually dance to maybe a year and a half after performing, because I used to get away with 3-pole tricks and actually just walking around because I was aesthetic to everyone that enjoyed me. Not to mention having a good personality always helps. If you
Okay.
treat people right and give them a good experience, you won't lose.
That's right. And you still.
Me, I was always actually kind of into dancing all the way back from college in Kentucky, where I came from. But I had moved from Kentucky all the way to Vegas on a boxing contract. And then, a few things happened in life to where I ended up losing that contract. And at the time that I lost it, I had a son on the way. So I had to figure out some job to do to make a good amount of money in a short amount of time. Mainly because me and my son's mother our work schedules as far as you know working with each other was clashing at the time. With the contract they had, they pretty much took care of everything. So I was kind of stuck depending on them for everything. So that caused me to ask them for a job. They ended up getting me a position over at it's called Sapphire right now. It's one of the world's largest strip clubs. So I was in there sweeping up as a porter, and one day I had happened to sweep up during the men's show that was going on there, and I was watching what they was doing. And like I said, I used to always dance in Kentucky, so I was like, I could definitely do this. So one of the guys that approached me because they seen my build or whatever was like, why don't you try dancing? Why are you sweeping up? The money that you could be making, that you make in about a week or two, you can make that in 2 days. So I thought about it, and then I want to say maybe a few months down the road, I was like, all right, let me go ahead and try it out. So when I tried out, I watched Genuine's video. Thought I was about to revolutionize the game. I came in with the same outfit, the same white shirt and the jeans. And I was like, yeah, put Genuine Pony on. They was like, if you do an audition to Pony, we're cutting you right now. I was like, why? They was like, everybody tries to do Pony. That's the thing. It's played out. I was like, all right. So I had to come up with a new song on the spot. Ended up doing the audition. Once I got started, because they kept on telling me, don't be nervous when you get up here. I'm like, no, I'm gonna be nervous because I can dance and I'm confident in my body. So it wasn't until I got to, because when I first started, I was just doing what I knew and what I seen the other guys doing, and that was pretty much easy. And I thought I was doing something until I moved over to an all black club, and they danced a whole lot different, and they did crazier shows. So from there, that's when I had to be as a sponge and soak up everything, and they allowed me to explore my imagination with everything. And once I got what do you want to call it, a platform to really try to explore my creativity, and that's when everything just started building from there.
Okay. So nobody was walking around in elementary school, going home, stealing anybody's nasty magazines and decided to be a dancer, huh?
No,
Very
no,
I never
interesting.
even I never even thought
no.
about it until I was put in a situation where I needed to make money and everything like that, and then that's the only thing to even open my eyes up to it, because I didn't even know anything about stripping as far as this world was concerned. The only thing I knew is as far as that was like the corny stuff, people knocking on the doors dressed as a cop,
Oh yeah, them
saying,
grams. Yeah, them
yeah,
grams.
you
Oh
gotta keep
God.
it down. There's a noise complaint. I didn't
Mm.
know anything else past that. I didn't look up any YouTube videos or anything. So when I got the job at the strip club, I'm like, oh, dudes be doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
True
well,
story. True story.
I'm glad you guys shared that because so often people are so quick to see somebody not doing a regular 9 to 5 job, and they're so quick to judge people. They
Right,
don't
right.
know why you do what you do. They don't know that you are actually doing what you enjoy doing. So I'm glad you said that. Um, can you tell me what are the qualifications to do what you do?
You gotta have at least two or three things. You have to either have you got you. It takes looks, a body, and entertaining factor, which is like dancing. So as long as you got at least two of those, you can hang in the game. But if you got all three, you're pretty much a threat.
Okay.
Got to be able to have good hygiene, take care of yourself. Got to have a nice build. Make sure you've seen the inside of the gym a couple times, and be able to dance and perform.
Okay. Well,
Well, well, I think there's three characteristics, and I've seen a bit of all sides. The first one is you have to have confidence in your story. So anytime you get ready to perform, you got to have confidence in whatever you do to portray the story, and you have to you cannot be scared. Because the right crowd will cheer you up, and the wrong crowd will hype you just to tear you down the following day. That's the first thing. I mean, now there's quite a few dancers that's not your typical aesthetic look. There are guys that just come on and just bring it, and I was shocked. So like, shout out to Teddy out of North Carolina, Teddy Bear out of North Carolina. I lied to you not. So this man here is about 5'9", 330. And kills.
I think there's someone in every. I think there's someone in every state like that.
Dude be killing. I mean, and imagine this though. The dude do the splits like at 330. I was like, wow. I was like, wow. So it just depends on how you, because it's different strokes for different folks, and and they got other guys that's like real thin. So put on an excellent show.
So you're saying that's. So what are you saying? Your answer size or
size is not always the factor. Size is not always the factor. It's about your presentation, your confidence, and your hygiene.
Yeah.
That hygiene is number one. Because they would spank you. They would spank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Confidence is definitely a huge key. That's a huge key.
That's interesting, I guess, because as a woman, and looking at what you do, right? So I guess I thought one of you guys would say you have to have a large penis.
Oh no, no, that's not always the case.
I've only seen a couple of shows. People think more because of the books I write, but and I'm not trying to be funny when I say this. Let's go to this other. I'm going to tell you why I'm asking this question. I would think penis was a model who models in a fashion show. It said that she need not be concerned with her face, but what she has on, right? So you guys are going out there. What's making your money? Your face, your dance moves, or with women on an average? Penis.
You got to understand every show, because it ain't like you just walking out there, butt ass naked. So there's some shows that you work at, you can't even take your pants off. So you wouldn't even be able to see.
Yeah, Silk. I'm not even talking about like, and I'm not talking about like you getting nude, right? But whenever I've heard women talk about the shows, all I hear is his move and how large he was. Because obviously you don't have to be naked for them to get an idea. You know what I'm saying? That's what excites some women. I'm not saying that you guys are looking at each other's, but are you telling me you've seen some dancers with small penises?
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna say like this: if you ain't got that asset to show, then it's probably not a good idea for you to show it. So if you ain't packing down there, then they probably ain't gonna be wearing the type of G's or the type of undergarments that's gonna show that. They'll probably do certain things.
That's a qualification.
Yeah, I mean, that especially depending on what show you're doing. Because I've done all of them. So if you're doing a fully nude show,
that's right. I mean, you come out there fit, dancing. Nothing against. Let me disclose this right now. It's not always in the size, people that are watching. It's not always in the size. You don't have to have a foot. It's not in the size. All I'm saying is, Silk, 12 play, y'all come out there. I seen your videos. I seen the way you move. And you can be doing all that, right? I look down. He's small.
You're right. I mean,
that's not the only reason I'm watching you, but that's part of the party.
Yeah, I mean, you have a good point. You do have a good point, but So I think you just got to address to your strong points.
Yeah.
Keeping it simple, because the two worst things you can hear from a crowd is snickering and the awe. I think those are two
Oh,
worst things. Yeah,
I would
those
go,
are two worst,
oh.
yo. You
I'm
know.
I'm I'm gonna say like this. I'm not when I say you don't have to have it to dance. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you know it's a necessity, but you know I'm not saying it's not a necessity. All I'm saying is you probably should if you're gonna be going into that.
Yeah, if
You
you
know
if
what
you're
I'm
going,
saying? You could probably be a very good basketball player at 5 foot tall, but you know you're only gonna make it so far.
That's
yeah,
right. That's
It
right.
you
is what
got
it is.
you got to lean on your strong suits.
That's right.
You got to.
That's right. But
Exactly.
Not to be funny though. You can't come to the urban circuit, the chilling circuit, with no goddamn
Yeah.
door stopper.
Yeah.
They would laugh you out the buildings.
Facts.
really?
They would laugh you out. They would laugh you out the
I
building.
done seen some guys get laughed off stage.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's the
Yeah.
worst.
Couldn't dance? What gets you laughed off stage? Can't dance? Can't move? What?
Plenty of
Can't
things.
dance, no package.
You
Feet?
can't dance, lose your package, music bad, costume horrible, smell
Right.
different. I
They always
mean,
smell things. They always smell
yeah,
things.
yeah,
Okay.
smell different, unkept, ungroomed.
Right.
Man,
There's a lot of things.
oh yeah, that's the ways to get the business now.
Wow.
Don't
Yeah.
overhype yourself too.
Wow.
Yeah.
You overhype yourself, you get that
Get a
because
rude awakening.
because you got to think about it too. You're not only facing the women in there, you're battling against Facebook, you're battling against Instagram, you're battling against the next, the next person before you, behind you. I mean, you got all these miniature battles in your minds, and you got to keep all that thing going on. That's why you got to really
Yeah.
focus on your craft.
Yeah.
You got to really be in tune with your craft because very easy, very easy. The wrong song come on, you do the wrong move. People are like, oh, what's the question? I wonder what's going on there, and you lost them. You
Yeah.
really lost
Yeah. Have you ever? This is just us talking, okay?
them.
When you
All right.
decided to dance, Silk's laughing. Why you laughing? When you decided to dance,
No, I'm laughing. You said it's just us
did you
talking.
ever, or when you were going like to a party and it was like a lot of guys doing it, have you ever like looked down like, am I up for this? Like
No.
let's say, just say it, Stacey. Have you ever like worried or thought about if I'm gonna do this, am I okay? Looking at my body, everything, not just the penis, but am I okay? Or you don't worry about the next person.
Yeah, I question. I had a lot of insecurities in the beginning,
Really?
and don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm healthy with my size, down low. But there was a couple times. Like I came to the fray. I thought I was doing something, and then the guy to my immediate left. I'm looking like, oh hell no, ain't no way. I'm going up after him. I mean, that was a couple times, but you figure out over time how to display it because there's a difference between having a good package and know how to display a good package.
We talking about the body or what we talking about now?
Talking about that blessing. The thing you like, that blessing.
Okay.
Talking about that blessing because
it's all about that presentation.
It's all about the presentation. Like there's a performer in New York. I'm not putting his name out there, just because but shout out to him.
Okay.
There was a performer in New York. It was about good 7 years ago when I was just getting in the game, and I was getting ready. I was getting dressed. I was getting prepared, and I was comfortable. I had the little waving. My man was there.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, to my immediate peripheral, you know how you in somebody's crib as a child, you see the roach on the wall, your peripheral vision. That's the same thing that hit me, and I saw him like he had the same thing I had on, and he was on pool water, and I was like, oh hell no, this is some bullshit. this is some bullshit. But when I was like, the fuck, this is the bullshit. So when I left, but I did okay. I did okay that day. You know, it was roughly like $250, $300. And then when it was time for him to perform, I'm glad they put his ass in the back because that had just shut my little confidence down. But when they put it when it was time for him to perform, I realized he had no presentation.
Okay.
You know, he had that work, but he was a one-trick pony.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, now I felt like if I could just increase the sensuality, increase the anticipation of it all, build more of an entertainment around me, I can actually work until that time, and then that time will blow it over.
Okay, Silk. What about you? You ever worried about anything?
I'm gonna say, I guess for mine, for me, I played sports all my life, so around other men and knowing where I stood as far as body wise and everything like that. I never was really uncomfortable or question myself. The only thing I will say, when I first started and I first did my first nude show, or we showing everything. I saying how everybody was staying hard. Now that was my first concern.
Oh yeah, learning how to strap. That's different. So God, that's different. Learning how to strap is different, yo.
So I'm like these some these some horny ass dudes walking around. So yeah, until I actually learned how to do that, and all with the presentation, and I was pretty much good there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the odd question when you first come in the game, yo. Because as a heterosexual male, I'm asking another heterosexual male, how you do that? The next question for him is coming up front, and you don't want to say that, but that's hard. No pun intended. But
yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
no homo. It's like, like a man. You got to come up like a man.
And
I need to figure out how to keep this thing up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going in nobody's daughter anytime soon. So I need to figure out how to keep this thing up.
Okay.
And then now I will mention the name of the guy that actually showed me how to do it. His name is Hardcore. He's out of Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Hardcore. He actually took some time out of his week. He said, I'm not showing you tonight, but he took some time out of his week and he showed me how to keep it up there. And I was like, you know what? I appreciate it. And then I always thank him for that because he's still in that thing. He's about 20 plus years strong, but still a good dude. I still chop it up with him today. So I learned different elements of the game. I learned different elements of the game for being in different states.
So what I'm gonna do is I want to show those that have never seen you perform. I think we've got a little small clip, just a couple seconds to give them an idea who we're watching, who we're listening to. Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Because my sound is messing up. I understand. All right, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we're back.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. So
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. So we're gonna take a couple questions.
Is the sound off? Is the sound on? Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you, Silk.
Because I can't hear you.
You can't? Okay, we're gonna give Silk a little time.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Can y'all hear me? Oh, there we go. Now I can hear you.
Okay. So
yeah, all right. What was you saying?
Okay, so I have a few more questions, but we have some ladies that are making comments and have a couple questions, right? So let's see. I see all this fire. What drives you all once you are on the floor? What's your motivation? I guess.
Well, I love seeing the joy and excitement from all the ladies when I'm actually performing. Seeing the pleasure that I'm bringing them every day after they just got off a hard day's work. Just go ahead and let their hair down, kick back, and that could be the source of your entertainment for that evening. And yeah, that's what I love. I love also using the floor or using the stage as my canvas to show what creative thoughts that I have, to display it.
Okay.
So that's kind of what drives me. I love that.
Okay, you 12 play?
Well, I like to call myself a beautiful distraction because people, like you said, people work hard all week. You got to deal with traffic. You got to deal with badass kids. You got to deal with stupid ass bosses, stupid ass employees, bill
Right.
collectors, and stuff like that. So I just want you, for the short period of time that you're with me, I want you to enjoy yourself and not think about anything.
Okay.
Now, in reference to performance, I still carry the moniker that if I can put you in a scene, whereas you thinking to yourself, by the time the middle of my slow song comes, if I could have him by myself for 25 minutes, I will rock the S out of him. I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
So, next question. Well, let's get back. 12 play got me thinking. The reasons you listed why people come and see you, tired of the traffic, the bad kids, or whatever. That's why people cheat. Don't want to talk about the bills, want to get away from the stress. That's why they take on lovers, right? Women that come to watch you, women that reach out to touch you, or even give you money, are they cheating on their husbands?
No.
No?
No. They least in a relationship. They're not cheating on nobody.
They're leasing the relationship?
Least in a relationship.
You say they're leasing
it?
I mean, is there a difference in the woman, like she could be married, but she's just watching, and then the woman that's married, she actually wants you all, touching her. So you don't think
Those are vices. I mean,
vices?
I never take that the wrong way. I mean, you have women that talk about women that watch shows. I mean, that go to shows, talk about them like a dog, but they're the same one that buying $1,500 shoes. I mean, it's just everybody has a fix. You know what I'm saying? I don't smoke.
Everybody has a form of
vice. I mean, I don't smoke or drink, but I'll put 300 on some lap dances.
Okay.
And I know people that get 3 packs of cigarettes a day, buy a pound of weed, an ounce of weed, be done with it in a week.
Yeah.
So I don't never take offense to that. My vice is my vice. I deserve that celebration. I deserve that reward.
Okay.
So
what do you think, Silk? Do you think what you said?
I actually agree pretty much 100% with 12 play saying, as far as whatever your form of entertainment is, as long as you ain't hurting yourself or nobody, then it is what it is. As long as you keep it contained and there's what do you want to call it? There's everything in moderation is fine. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you don't overstep your boundaries or overindulge, then you're straight. And when it comes to the other married women, they have to have their agreement or understanding with their significant other. By the time they get to me, I'm there to do a job. I'm there to perform, and I'm there to put a smile on your face to the best of my ability. So whatever understanding you and your husband have, that's between y'all. If they know that if they don't want if their husband don't want them coming and seeing us and touching us, if they enter that door, they done already violated that trust from their husband. But if they know their husband's cool with that, then it is what it is. They should have no guilty conscience for coming in and doing what they do and enjoying themselves. A lot of the husbands will come to the same place and go see the females.
Wow.
So the husband will be downstairs looking at the females. The girls will be upstairs looking at the men. They both get turned on, and they leave home and have a
wonderful time.
night together.
A wonderful time. Wonderful time.
I have a business associate. I don't even know if she's looking. She's older. CEO of her own company. But we were talking, and she goes to church, and she'll tell you, like I will, that I love God. But she kind of talks in a way that somebody would assume she was maybe not trying to do anything that man think is wrong, right? So she says one day we were talking about a dancer that I brought up for an event, and she says, "It's so sinful. It's so sinful." And I said, "You think it's sinful? But I love it, Stacey. I love it." And I said to her, "But you just said it like you shouldn't." But she was like, "That's just something I love. Is it good for me? I don't think so." But she said she loves you, you know?
It's
So
the guilt of
Right,
pleasure. It's the
right,
guilt of pleasure is what makes you human. I
exactly,
mean, I
right,
mean,
right.
exactly.
long story short, like hypothetically speaking, people talk about what I'm doing is dead wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be dancing. You shouldn't be turning women on. I'm like, hold up, you're a barber. Isn't it against the? Isn't it a sin to cut people hair? Yeah, I think number 6, chapter 5, verse said, "Thou shalt not put a razor to thy head, but let thy hair grow in locks the rest of their days." What do you mean?
Well,
You
you
know,
know, look,
you know.
I gotta
I'm,
jump in here.
I'm like,
My books, right?
mm-hmm.
Right,
So there's this married man, and in front of my books, I say, I thank God for the gift, giving me the gift of writing, right? And
right.
he's flirting with me. And he says, you know, God told me to tell you something. And I said, what? He said, God wants you to take his name out of this kind of book. I said, really? Did God tell you to keep trying to sleep with a married woman?
Right,
Nothing,
right. That
nothing.
part.
You come after me for my sinful writing.
You're a whole heathen out here.
Huh?
Right, right,
So
right.
you're a whole heathen out here trying to
Wow.
use God's name in
See,
vain. You brother is out.
I always say it like this: before y'all start looking at us and what we doing, it ain't like these women was lost and just found their way into the strip club.
Mm-hmm.
They knew where they was going and they knew
Right,
what they wanted to see. They
right.
went to the
Exactly.
library looking for us.
Exactly. I tell you quick. I did not see you at no Starbucks.
Right,
Mm.
I,
right,
you know,
I did not ask you for 25 cents for some printing paper. No, no.
right, right,
I was in the event. I was in the event. I was performing. You was
right,
infatuated, and now
right, right.
I'm in your phone book next to best friend Keitha. I'm best friend Keitha under your phone. Who is that calling?
Right,
That's
right.
just Keitha. Who is Keitha? Oh, you don't know nothing about her. Oh my God! Cut it out. Cut it out.
okay.
But
Man,
let me give you a little history though. Let me give
oh,
you a little
Lord.
history though. Now,
I check my
the
bag
original
though. All right,
form,
5%.
yeah, the original form of male entertainment came from Eleanor Roosevelt. Okay, Eleanor Roosevelt, I think that's Theodore's wife, one of the Roosevelt, but Eleanor Roosevelt had her butlers to have a certain physique to come in and entertain the women of the White House once a month, and they came in topless with bow ties and black slacks,
Chippendales.
and all they was butlers. And what they did was every time they came around with butlers, they just rubbed their chest and got tipped.
Okay.
That was the origin of male entertainment for females.
It's come a long way because you just ain't, never mind. Anyways.
I didn't even know that one.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. We're gonna take
Yeah,
another
no doubt.
question. You guys are so interesting. Let's see. Someone, okay. So this lady wants to know, actually, she's the bedroom candy Grandy, Tawanda Parker. She
Mm-hmm.
wants to know, does it matter what position you perform in when it's multiple entertainers? How do you decide who's supposed to go first, or you know?
There's
Oh,
oh you want to take it?
I'll let you take it.
Okay.
It's a couple different answers to that. It just depends on what type of show you're doing.
Yeah.
You
No.
know, when you yeah, you can take it.
Okay. Well, I think there's multiple ways. The first one is popcorn. When a male review is popcorn, whereas you write a number, everyone to write a number, put it all in your hand, ball it up in your hand, and you just pick the number that you want to go. Certain performers have a idea of how they want the person to go. You know, that's a lineup like that. You also have the opportunity to basically just discuss it amongst yourselves. If you want to have some guys have certain costumes they like to wear, certain guys like to have certain songs they like to use and things of that nature, and they'll reverse it around that. Some guys, like say for instance, if you have a strong headliner like Silk I consider as a strong headliner. He might voluntarily go fast because he'll make it difficult for the other guys if you go early. I've seen that done multiple times. It's almost hilarious.
Yeah.
So no, dead ass. Like one of the first times, one of the first times, like whenever me and Silk met on Bourbon Street at Hunk Oasis.
Yeah.
So he could verify, he could vouch it for you if you want. Silk warned 3 guys. It was hilarious. So you warned 3 guys. Why don't you go early? Why don't you go before me? I promise you, I suggest you go before me. The guy was like, I got this. Don't worry about this. Watch me kill, things of that nature. I'm going to let you go first because you're the guest. I said, okay. This is about to be hilarious. So Phil got on stage because on Bourbon Street, we want to get 2 song rotations.
Okay.
Yeah.
The floor it's like a marble silver. At the end of his performance, the floor was entirely green. You remember that? The floor was entirely green, and he had 2 buckets to help him out. It was roughly like $500 that he made in 2 songs. Roughly $500 he made in 2 songs. And then once he got off the stage, shout out to Romello, shout out to Rico, we're crying laughing at the guy that's going next. It was like, that's a tough act to follow. Right. We're crying laughing. And then there was another guy. There was another guy that came and he did that to me. He was like, yo, you ready to go? And I was just coming in from Atlanta. You remember that time? I was just coming in from Atlanta, I'm just getting off the train. I had to take a shower, because they had the showers in Hunk Oasis. I took a shower to come in there, and guy underestimated me because when I come on Bourbon Street, I don't wear jeans and all that stuff. I wear gray sweatpants and Timbs. That's me.
Right.
On Bourbon Street, I was gray sweatpants and Timbs. You ain't not get no costume. Don't look for no costume. Don't even bother. You don't get these gray sweatpants and you get these Timbs. Okay. So dude was like, you sure you dressed? I said, yeah, I'm dressed. I don't know about you, but I'm dressed. He said, you must be a rookie. I said, yeah, I'm a rookie. So the guy was like, you know what, rookie, I'm gonna let you go. Silk like, don't do that. Don't do it.
Right.
I said, yeah, let me go ahead. I'm a rookie. Matter of fact, I told him, you know what? I'm such a rookie. I was like, I'm such a rookie. I'm gonna let you pick the 2 songs that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna let you pick the 2 songs. So when I finished performing, and you can ask Silk too. When I finished performing, dude looked at me for like 5.5, 6 minutes. like I suckered him or something. I was like, you remember that? Like I suckered him. Right. So, and then what made it worse is that because the gray sweatpants, it situated the print more. Right. He didn't know. He came out with no strap, and I came out, my thing, hanging out, my eggplant hanging down my leg. He was like, how am I follow that? I was looking at him like, that's no longer my problem.
Right.
So someone says 12 play. Mm-hmm. So you're holding cups with your penis now?
Oh, that's not now. That's been. That's not no now stuff. That's no.
Is the cup turned over on it, or is the cup sitting on it?
Like I put it on the side of my leg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it's on it, and then sometimes I make it jump to go up and down. That type of stuff.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Y'all should be into films. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh, someone said, "Oh God, I'm married. I would never reach out and grab. I think it would be disrespecting my husband, but I will watch."
Now I'm gonna tell you what's disrespecting though. Disrespecting is you just watching alone. I need you to pretend your TV. You know, you had the powder house. You know how they go bring the money on the side and then let it go. Yeah,
Watch.
because all we here to do is just to warm it up. You know, you can let him knock it down.
Okay,
You know.
okay,
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
okay. So,
Mhm.
guys, we always hear about things that happen to women: prostitution, abuse. Women go out dancing. An author that I know says that she used to be a dancer, and she almost lost her life doing a party. And as always,
Hmm.
I hear a lot of men say it. Have you guys ever been in a dangerous situation or kind of had a bad vibe about a venue and just decided not to go?
I have. I know. I have. It doesn't happen as often when it comes to the guys, mainly because with guys we can kind of handle ourselves
Mhm.
a little bit, and then a lot of times I don't really go too many shows alone. So I'm usually knowing a couple of the other entertainers or know who I'm being booked by. But I know there was one situation where I had to kind of really alter how I set up shows and my booking. Um, I was booked in Atlanta. As a matter of fact, this made me not perform in Atlanta for years when I first started. But right around when I first started, I didn't know the dangers of being set up. So someone had posed as a female and hit me up on social media to book me. They booked the ticket, they gave my deposit and everything like that. And then when I showed up, showing up to the room, I open I knock on the door and it's a room full of guys. So for one, I was tricked, and then two, I'm not about to enter a room full of guys coming in, and all this and that. So for one about safety, and two, I don't perform for men. It's just my personal preference. So I had to leave the rest of my money, the rest of the booking deposit, and book out. So with that, there's definitely precautions that you want to take. You kind of want to screen who you're dealing with. Now I don't really do shows if I don't know who I'm dealing with and stuff like that. Because people can set you up, and people will set you up if they get the opportunity. And then depending on where you're going to be working at certain clubs, you just gotta if you don't know what territory you're getting into. Let's just say if I went and visited someone else's club and I don't know nobody in there, heaven forbid, the other dancers might rob you if they see what the type of money that you're making when you leave. So I've heard the horror stories and different things like that. Luckily, I haven't ran into too many situations like that. You
Well,
know, but you do live and you learn. You got to be cautious about everything as far as this industry is.
I'm glad. I'm
But I
glad
think
you're
that I think that's
okay.
what I think that's what everything though.
Yeah. What about you, 12 play?
I had a fight. I had a fight. I fought the groom to be
The,
in Pensacola, Florida.
Oh
Um,
shit.
yeah.
the groom to be.
Yeah. See what the situation was. It was a Jack and Jill party.
Okay.
The guys were downstairs. The ladies was upstairs. From what I was told, the female dancer, didn't want to give him none, so
Okay.
the party got broken off early. I
Okay.
was performing. He came upstairs, banging, blasting in the door. Long story short, I had to hurry up and put
I
on
don't
my
know if y'all can hear me
clothes.
or not.
Like, yo, this is not that foolishness. He was drunk. He kept
Uh,
pushing me. Once he pushed me, I um, I gave him a quick 1-2,
Mhm.
dropped him, hurry up, got my bags, left the rest of my money, and took off. Because the thing is, I wasn't in my area. I don't do the gun thing because I don't do the gun thing because I've been shot. So I don't do the gun thing. So I don't like guns like that. So I had to fight my way out, left the rest of my money,
hold on, I got.
drove on to New Orleans.
Okay.
I mean, besides that, I mean, I don't deal.
Sorry, y'all.
No problem, man. I try not to deal with the I try not to deal with any type of situation that I know that seems a bit toxic. And I'm a
The
ladies
audio is
only
off
type of
on my end.
professional anyway. When I mean ladies only, I mean
I'm
you
not
got to be
sure why.
born with a womb,
Okay.
not
That
purchase one.
yeah, I saw that I saw one of your
Hold on, I'm gonna
event
try to reload
flyers.
my end of the link because my
Mm,
audio is out.
mm.
Give me a second.
Okay. It's interesting that you said that because I saw in your flyer strictly women only.
Mm-hmm.
Does it bother you foreplay to know that if there's certain dancers that will do dance for any gender, does it bother you at all? Like,
I'm confident. I'm perfectly confident in my manhood, and that's I mean that's the guy preference.
I mean, does it bother you? Would it bother? I'm sorry. The person that performs for everybody may make more money. So you're saying not even for that, as you speak to viewers, not even for money, you're strictly for women only.
That's correct. I mean, I need to sleep at night.
Okay, okay,
I need to sleep at night. Long story short, I need to sleep at
Yeah.
night.
okay. And
So like, there's a guy. He's a guy, Calvin. I'm good people with. I'm not want to say friends or social, but I'm good people with, and he he'll switch it in a heartbeat. But I can't. That's just not my cup of tea.
okay,
I mean, it's to each his own. But I love sleeping at night, and that the idea and the concept of it gives me the absolute creeps.
okay.
I
So
mean,
so Silk, as
Yes.
people, in today's world, so some people performing for any gender, right? And like I was telling 12 Play when you were off the screen, I see you guys have for women only on your flyers.
mhm.
Would you even consider doing a wider audience if the money was right, or are you strictly for women? And I'm not talking about your sexual preference. We're just talking about performing.
Well, I'm gonna answer that question like this. As far as my preference, I pretty much prefer and only really dance intimately. As far as if I'm gonna be touched in
Okay.
your face and different things like that. Once it comes past my personal space,
Okay.
yes, my preference is strictly and only women. Now, as far as shows, if I'm doing a Broadway show or if I'm doing a show on stage to where I'm not being touched, can't contact, I can't stop who comes into the building, nor do I want to. I'm not like, I'm not. I don't hold no discrimination on that. But when it comes to my personal space, nah, I don't like to be touched or anything like that because that's just my preference. And as 12 Play say, I need to sleep at night.
Okay.
And to me it's the you got certain people that they'll do that, other people that won't. To me, um, I'm particular about the fantasy that I want to put in these women's minds, and particular about how I want to perform and what I want to perform as, and have integrity about my performance. So, as far as that, I'll say it like this: when you take like a movie role, uh, I'm never gonna go out for a role for George Washington. I'm never gonna go out for a role of a woman. I'm not gonna go out for a role of a gay man. I think those roles should be held for those people. I think a white man should play a white role to be, correct in it. I think a woman should play the role of a woman to be correct. I think a gay man should play a gay person on, in that. And same way, the way I'm going to perform, I'm a straight alpha heterosexual male, and that's what I'm going to perform as, and that's just me who I am. I ain't about to change it for money. My money
Okay.
ain't good money.
Okay. Okay. So let's get on. You guys, you're just giving me great conversation tonight. I want to talk to you now about COVID-19 because that was the main purpose and how's it affecting you as an erotic entertainer? I mean,
That
you
bitch.
can't, huh?
That bitch. Fuck.
He said that bit.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So we'll call it that.
Dude.
Definitely.
Hey, I've got a name for
Definitely
ALS disease, but that's another story. So I understand giving it a name. But I want to show they're not like ladies. You're not going to see any nakedness, but I want you to show that these guys haven't stopped working. And we're going to talk about what they're doing. Let's look at a picture.
Yeah, gotta stay safe.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
Still handsome. Okay, so tell me, how's things changed for you?
The bookings dropped a lot. A lot.
Okay.
I'm like, God. I'm like, if this wasn't COVID-19, I will be working right now. I wouldn't be able to construct this interview unless it was noon.
Okay.
I would be working right now. I went from having 7 parties, 70, I'm gonna say 70 events a weekend to 2.
Okay, 7 a weekend.
Yes.
Y'all making that money. I'm in the wrong profession. I'm gonna get ready for when the pandemic is over. I won't be on y'all bus. We'll be doing parties. I won't get
After everything shut down, because I
kidding.
was booked out for like the next 2 to 3 months every weekend. I was booked somewhere working. So as far once the shutdown happened and they started grounding all the planes and everything, that canceled all our shows. So they canceled our shows and they shut down the clubs that we work in. So with that being said, you know, the bills didn't stop. they should have shut down my bills. So as all that goes, we had to continue grinding. Had to be more creative of how we was actually going to continue to make money.
He went out. So 12 play.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have going on? As far as the entertaining, has anything changed for you?
Well, I had to focus more on my website, which is sosaidpro.com, and that has actually been coming through. It's really COVID friendly. I call it quarantine friendly because people can purchase my movies from my previous
Sorry about that. I
performances.
don't know why I was thinking.
Mm-hmm. But people can purchase my movies from my previous performances. Some X-rated, some PG-13, and some R-rated. So either combination of what you want to see in a mirror view. You have sex, you have sexuality, you have body, you have a storyline, you have fun, jams, and a little bit of comedy of it.
Okay.
So you can go to Sosaid Pro. It's SOSEDPRO.com and check out the movies once you become a member. It's a very user-friendly site. I also have blogs on there. I have poetry on my that I constructed myself, as well as things that it's a well content filled page. It's a well content website.
So they can go on your website and
Mm-hmm.
you will come back under the video and post your information.
Yeah, I'll do that. Most definitely.
Okay. Silk,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing differently? I mean, like, what are you doing differently during this pandemic than you were before?
Me?
Yes, Silk.
Me doing more virtual shows, kind of doing a whole lot more video content as far as recording more things. I really didn't do too much recording before, only because I just I believe that I wanted the girls to come experience everything live.
Okay.
But it's good to, especially with communicating and with 12 play. I've learned he's taught me so much as far as what we could do with the websites and just pushing our brand out so much more. You know, in Vegas, I'm a little bit spoiled only because it's a tourist city, so my audience kind of comes to me. So it's kind of easy with my clientele, but just seeing how everything went with this shutdown, I'm learning so much from 12 play as far as just how to start marketing myself and branding everything. So from here on out, we're already in the process of putting the website together, um, getting more video content for the ladies to go ahead and see more of me as much as they can, being able to purchase this. So
Okay.
I'm moving towards that direction. You
So,
know,
so actually, during this time, a lot of people said rather than sit around and be depressed, work on something different. How can you make yourself grow? How can you build your brand? And it sounds like you guys got something great going on. So tell
yeah.
me, what's this queencation?
Well, oh, okay. So Queencation was actually formed by this lady named is Destiny. She's actually the promoter for the show.
Okay.
And what it is it's a combination of a virtual performance in an intimate setting, and headlining by Silk and myself. I appreciate the opportunity for the platform, Silk. We're gonna make it great. It's gonna be stationed in Virginia,
You're
and
coming to Virginia?
yeah, coming to Virginia on next weekend on Friday and Saturday,
Okay.
15 and 16. We're gonna have a Q&A for information. Like I said, you can speak to Miss Destiny in reference to that. There's going to be a Q&A, hot seat, and intimate lunch party, and then the following day we get to perform.
Okay.
Right.
And
It's gonna be like the best of both worlds as far as, for one, the chosen ladies that get the VIP experience, they're actually going to be there in person, as we're going to go about all the provisions as far as being safe, wearing our masks, keeping our distance. They'll still be within arm's length of us, dancing in a more intimate setting. The numbers are going to be very low and exclusive, but for those who do want to join that and see, they can log in virtually, and we're going to
yeah,
go ahead and let them go ahead and experience it as well.
we strongly advise to have host parties. The best way you can do that, like say for instance, hypothetically speaking, you want to catch some live entertainment. What you can do is you just basically talk to Miss Destiny, get yourself a host party. You can stream it to a platform like stream your Zoom to your television, invite some
Right.
people in for $5 a pop. I don't know how much the tickets is, to be honest with you, but you can have your people to come in for $5 a pop, and then you could just, if you want to, you could tip us via Cash App or PayPal, because the information will be provided for you. So I
Okay.
mean, so you will have your entertainment going in the privacy of your own home, or with a collection of your friends. Because all we want to do is just provide a great form of beautiful distraction for the women that work hard, that's going through something. And if you want something different, we can provide it.
Okay. And I'll also have your information on my page too if someone needs the flyer, or any information. So on Zoom, I'm thinking I saw the flyer. I think it's is it $30?
Yeah, I believe it's 30. I believe it's 30.
Yeah, it's
$30. Okay. And
Mhm.
can you tell us again, when will you be in Virginia?
We'll be in Virginia on Friday, on the 15th and the
the
16th.
16th.
Okay. Is
Mhm.
there anything
The
that I
show
did
is
not
going to take
cover?
place on the 16th.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I said the show is going to take place on the 16th.
Okay. Is there anything that I didn't cover? Do you like,
Mhm.
should they follow you for something? Silk, are you in a,
Oh
have
yeah, definitely.
you been, how,
Say it again.
how can, I know 12 Play said what he had as far as his website and what he does. How can they follow you?
As far as for me right now, until I get the website up, because I'm gonna start a whole new social media for my actual company. But until all that gets up in the website, just follow me on my Instagram or Facebook. Instagram more so, because I post more on there at entertainer_silk. And then as far as Facebook, just entertainer silk. You can find me. The only bad thing about Facebook is they limit you on how many friends you can have, but I believe you can still follow someone's page. So just
Okay.
follow me there, and very soon we'll be launching the website, and then that way you'll have full access to everything. But for the most part, anything I do that's open to the public, I'll post. And if you're wanting inquiries about private events or private shows, you know, for your own, you know, group of girls or whatever, so it's not open to the public, then you can always DM me on Instagram, or you can message me on Facebook.
Okay. I thank you guys for coming on. I know you can see the comments, so I assume you decided not to take your shirt off.
I didn't see any comments.
Oh,
Yeah, a couple of women. A couple of women.
Maybe because I got the screen flipped or something. I don't know.
Huh? I mean, if you take
maybe because I got the screen flipped.
if you want to take your shirt off, I can make the picture big. What we got?
that was a good bait. That was a good bait.
You want him to buy a ticket, don't you? You want him to come to Queencation?
It's cold in here. It's cold. It's cold. All I can suggest, you just go to the, you know.
That's right.
You can go. I'll put a video under your link, Stacey. It's cold in this piece, though.
Well,
I'll put a video in here. I'll just make it. Yeah, you can see all that what you want, but it's cold in this piece.
Okay. Well, it wasn't me. It was the viewer.
Y'all want me to take my shirt off?
Go ahead, so
go ahead, Chesty.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Y'all can see. For the rest, y'all gonna have to tap in.
You saw him. 12 play.
Yeah, baby.
You don't want to put the air conditioner off?
It's cold.
Okay.
It's cold. I can give you
the
video will be on Stacey. My promo video will be on Stacey. I am Stacey Thomas Facebook page.
No.
Yes, I will put it there. It is cold. It is cold. I am borderline fake anemic. No, it's cold.
Okay.
That's why I'm the opening act for Silk. That's why he's the one with the pillowcases. He's the one with the baseball plate chest.
Okay. Okay. Well, you guys.
All I got is a beard.
You guys, it's been great. It's been great. I'm wishing you the very best.
Definitely appreciate.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Platform and talk to your audience. Anytime you want to have an interview, let us know. I'll definitely come back and do it anytime.
Don't try to blow my head up. Are you serious?
No, dead ass.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. We're gonna have other frisky flirtatious Fridays. Okay.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Maybe I'll see you guys when you get to Virginia next weekend.
No doubt.
Don't threaten me with a good time, baby. Don't threaten me with a good time. On the real.
Y'all take care.
All right, yeah. Stay blessed, babe.
Y'all too.
Thank you all, ladies who tuned in.
Thank you all, ladies. Have a good one. Have a safe one, and be blessed.
Good night.
Good night.
Stacey. Hello. Thank you for watching the I Am Stacey Thomas. Did you see it? I am Stacey Thomas. I'm Restricted Unlimited. For you newcomers, you're wondering why is that on the wall? That's because I'm in a remote location. I had to travel south for this interview, folks. Anyways, thank you for watching the Stacey Thomas Unrestricted Unlimited show. And as always, don't worry, don't stress too much about yesterday or worry too much about tomorrow. If you do, you just might miss living today. Please follow me on Facebook. Please check out my YouTube channel and share it. Hit like. Stacey Thomas Unrestricted Unlimited. Thank you.